Thank you. Uh, Before I start the session, I would like to say a few words about the uh, organization we are in. Bangladesh Denim Expo has been a big platform for all the denim lovers of Bangladesh, everybody who is working hard in this industry. And this platform has been created by Mr. Mustafizuddin, and we would like to thank Mr. Mustafiz before starting the session, and we would like to have a clap for Mr. Mustafiz. The session is about product development, how to connect product development with sustainability, how Bangladesh is a premium sourcing hub for traceability. We can track everything we do in the production. How is that possible? So, to have enhanced discussion about it, to talk about it deeply, we have Mr. Sohel Rana, who is a pioneer product developer in Bangladesh, who has been in this industry for a long period of time, but the most youngest one among us. So thanks to Sohel Bhai for joining us. And we have Rakib Imtiaz. Rakib Bhai is also a premium sourcing personality in the country. He has been serving the country in many different ways, from production floor to buying end. He has been sourcing denim in Bangladesh for many years. And thank you, Rakib Bhai, for joining us. And lastly, surprisingly, my ex-colleague, Mr. Marco, welcome. Thank you for joining us. And it will be a fantastic session to know how you connect these dots of product development with sustainability through Blue Sign. And my first question will be to all the panelists to talk about themselves, their company, and how they pass a day about their professional life. So I would like to ask first Sohel Bhai to tell us about himself, his company, and what he does every day.
Good afternoon. First of all, I want to give a very special thanks to one of my good friend and the founder of Bangladesh Denim Expo, Mr. Mustafizuddin. Today, where we are, it's because of him. So we should give a big clap to Mr. Mustafiz again. So here is Sohel. I'm working for this industry for last from 1996, so little more than 30 years. And I was in a trading company, then a buying house kind of company. Then I was in NASA Denim for almost 20 years. Then recently I take over one company called Designer Fashion Limited. We produce denim. And if we talk about myself, then I will say I love denim. One of my passion is work with denim product. So I will not take that much about telling about myself. It's an opportunity to talk about our activities. So I think that will be interesting for someone who are very young. So we started our career with a very low profile, with a very young age. And if you ask me about, I want to connect from where I started my career. So for denim, my starting was from the yarn, from the fiber, and then the fabric. So from there, once I start working for the yarn, once I develop the cotton for that particular yarn, and when I sitting in front of the weaving machine, I try to develop the fabric by myself and with the team, and then give the idea about the yarn, about the fiber, about the finishing. And from that fabric, when we produce a garment, believe me, from that day, I find, yes, this is something we should give, everything. So today, where we are, is only because we got the opportunity to work starting from the yarn to fiber to finished goods. So I will say, whoever is here, whoever is very young, who have a bright future, I will request them come out of the box and work something from as deep as possible. So if I want to talk about myself without talking about my yarn development, without talking about my fabric development, or the time I spend in the laundry, whole day, whole night, it will not give anything. So what I am today is only because of that hard work. What we are doing today, whoever is here, I will say starting, including Arif Labu, if we don't work in the laundry, if we don't work in the weaving machine, under the weaving machine and the finishing section, or in the sample section, we will be not in here. So what I will say about myself is we come from the floor, and we develop the product from the floor, and today where we are sitting here only because of that. So that's it about myself and my company. As I say, we are Designer Fashion Limited, is one of the sister concern of Bengal Group. We produce denim, we produce outerwear, and one good thing I want to share, in my career we used to do denim for $15, highest, but last month we produced one denim, the FOB was $33. So the direction for our country, the direction for our manufacturing should be on towards to that line. So we should not fight each other to produce a $5 jeans, or we should not fight each other to produce below $7 jeans. We should find out the way how we can produce something more value added, where we have a premium fiber, premium yarn, premium fabric, and end of the day the product looks premium, and we got a better price from the customer. So Bangladesh should change our name and frame, and I will say Bangladesh Denim Expo is one of the great platform from where we can definitely do that. So what I will say, we all should try for that. So it's not only about fighting for the price or develop some very basic fabric. So if you ask me, that is one of my, I want to highlight this thing to everyone. So thank you very much. I think we have a lot of, two of my other participants, they want to explain themselves as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Sohail bhai. Thank you, Sohail bhai. Rakib bhai, if you could highlight.
Thank you so much, Sohail bhai, for inspiring us. And it feels like we know more, and I feel personally happy and know you more over the time. Thank you, Arif bhai, for having me here. I want to start appreciating the effort of Bangladesh Denim Expo. So far on the 18th edition, embracing challenge and creating new level. Coming to myself, my journey started in a dyeing house after I completed my graduation in textile. I moved to a denim marketing for some time, and then finally I moved to merchandising and sourcing. I work with the local buying house, and then I also work in retails. I work with 3 retailers so far: Esprit de Corps, H&M, where I was been a very long time, and now I am working for LCY Kiki. Without telling my story and my journey, my story will be incomplete. So while I start working, I work with many people, many fantastic people, I would say, many inspiring colleagues, great leaders, and in many markets. I have worked with 4 or 5 markets where denim has been produced and sourced globally. In my journey, what I have learned, every situation helps us to learn, reflect, and grow. Harder the situation, higher the learning. I want to share one experience when I started in merchandising. It was just 3 months in merchandising. I'm very new. I was working as an assistant merchandiser. We were a team of 3. 2 QC colleagues and 1 merchandiser, that was me. So within a short frame, we had an incident. One of our QC colleagues, he got an accident. Within 2 months, we have a lot of shipment to be done. We all are familiar with such kind of scenario. So my days were starting at 7 till 3 p.m. I was in office, giving approval, communicating with manufacturers, communicating with buyers, from 3 to midnight in factory. 2 months like that, and I decided no more. I want to quit. While Eid holiday came, Eid vacation came, I was start getting call from finishing manager, fabric in charge, dyeing manager, and quality manager. So I had a great feeling and I had a different feeling. I really felt like working with a bigger team, working with a higher responsibility. I know better the supply chain. I have created a team, though I had only 3 teammates, but I have created a team of many. And this gave me a lot of boost, lot of confidence that I can contribute, and what I work is not only for me. My connectivity, my responsibility is beyond myself. That was most inspiring for me still when I am telling. I get inspiration from this event that helped me to grow, that helped me to move forward and take bigger challenge. As a person, I am very inclusive. I like to take decisions based on discussion. I believe in simplicity. In my daily life, I follow few simple steps. I always keep my curiosity high. That helps me to learn. I put time to reflect so I can put my learning into action. This gives me move forward, this gives me boost. My inspiration is my family and my friends. Where I work, a big group of my colleagues actually also falls into my friends and family. My friends and family inspires me to do better and dream bigger. Coming into my current role, I work for LC Waikiki. LC Waikiki is a fashion retailer from Turkey. We have 1,300 stores around the world. We are present in 60 countries. We work with a mission that everyone deserves to dress well. So we make fashion accessible to many with a good quality and great design. In my role, I am contributing on sourcing strategy, particularly from Bangladesh, developing our manufacturers based on LCYKK needs, and definitely creating culture based on LCYKK value. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Rakib Bhai. Thank you very much. Marco, if you could enlighten us on the same question, yourself, company, and what you do. Thank you.
First of all, thank you so much for inviting me at Denim Expo, and thank you so much for all the beautiful and amazing audience there is today. I hope my story won't be too much boring, because they have a very amazing stories behind them. They have a fantastic career. I'm probably one of the few persons in this room that is not a textile engineer or a chemical engineer, because I started in a completely different way, and it was a matter of casuality. So it was not decided when I was a kid and I decided to study something related to textile. I was around 23, 24 years old immediately after the college, and there was a friend of mine. I'm European, I'm Italian, I was living in Italy, but I studied a little bit of Spanish. That friend was based in Spain, and there was an exhibition of kids brands in Spain. But then suddenly he had a bike accident, he broke his leg, and he told me, Marco, I cannot go there. Would you like to come to Spain for a couple of days? You enjoy the nightlife there, and you help me to speak with my buyers that will come to know more about these brands that I'm distributing. And I said, why not? I was young, I was alone, without any family to take care. And so I went there, and in 2 days, it was like, when you have like a flash, a light. And from that, my passion for the textile wear started. So that guy asked me, would you like to work with me? Because I'm distributing this brand, but I'm also doing some productions. That guy was Indian, and he had some production in India at that time. Then I will explain you why I'm talking about India. And then I decided to quit my job. I went there, and I started to learn. But before joining him, I decided to go by myself and visited for 2 months factories from the north to the south to understand what was going on there, the complexity of the production. And to be honest, I didn't even know what was a lab dip. So I was really starting from nothing, from the scratch. And then I understood that it's a continuous learning process. And from one day to the other again, I started to work first as a merchandiser, then as a quality controller, studying also with some private school, something more. And then after 3 years, I had the chance to open my own company there. And then I realized again that the complexity I checked before was nothing comparing to the good understanding of an entire supply chain, starting from the raw cotton up to the final packaging and shipping, because I opened a sourcing office. And at the beginning I was alone, so the work-life balance was not at its best, because I was really checking everything. I just remember one day I went also to a port to check the goods in the container, because the inspection was not passed, but someone else did the inspection without informing me, so I had to go there and physically check all the not all the pieces, of course, but mostly. And it was a daily challenge. And as much the challenge was big, as more the passion was part of me, the passion for this job, for the textile industry. Even if we all know that is not easy sometimes. Then I stayed 6 years there, and sometimes I also used to come to Bangladesh. And thanks that you spoke about the challenge about the pricing, because sometimes I was working for the buyers, for the brands, and I had to move the productions from there to here just because of the price. And I would have preferred to move the production from there to here, because what the situation that there is today is so that Bangladesh is growing a lot. The investment in new technologies are super big and can really lead the world textile industry, not focusing on the price, but focusing on high quality, asking to the buyers, and the factories should be together and enforce themselves to ask more to the buyers, so they can produce better products, investing again more and using better yarns, better chemicals. Then what's happened? After 6 years, I thought I needed to know even more about the textile supply chain. So I got an offer from a big company. That's why we were colleagues in the past. I cannot say the name, maybe. It was a big corporation based in Europe that is producing a lot in Bangladesh. And I started to work in the sales management. And so I understood also the complexity of the sales departments, because sometimes people think, oh, it's just you show a product and that's it. No, it was more about the technical sales. And thanks to the background that I had from my experience in India, in Bangladesh, and some other countries, I could understand what there was behind the product, what was to the designers, what was to the production managers. But then suddenly I saw that something was still missing. So, like the backside of all the production. And then it comes the sustainability. So the sustainability started to become a crucial thing for me, to understand why there is so much pollution, why there are this kind of process. Something can be done better. And then it happened, and I'm lucky about that Blue Sign called me, because they saw that I had this story in the productions, seeing what was really happening in the factories, and then a story in the sales management. And that's why now my sales position is not written there. I'm the head of sales for Blue Sign for Europe and Africa. Probably many of you will ask me, or maybe they want to ask me, why Europe and Africa and you are here? The answer is that when I was in the other company in Europe, I was responsible also to help the designer to develop the denim collections. And so I had 6 years in the denim collection, and now I'm leading the global team for the business development in denim for Blue Sign. And that's also why I'm here. The second motivation is that I'm here to help my team together with SGS, because as maybe you may know that Blue Sign belongs to SGS, to connect the manufacturers with the brands, not just in terms of sustainability, but also in terms of business development. And that's the reason why I'm here. Something to say about Bluesign if I still have a couple of minutes, or?
I will come back to you. On that note, I will come back to you. Yeah. The most interesting question for today's seminar is, our panel discussion, is the traceability. So we are very lucky that we have Sohail Bhai with us, who have worked in every aspect of our industry for the development to customer results. He knows every part of it. So I want to ask Sohail Bhai, why Bangladesh is super good in traceability? Why we are traceable for everything we source? Why we are supremely good in traceability? An elaborate answer.
Okay, thank you very much. First of all, I will say, to link with this question, why we are so good about traceability, I will say the biggest reason is mindset. The positive mindset towards our end customer. So whoever is sitting in here, I can see a lot of face, like those who are working in retail company. I can see a lot of face, those who are working in denim fabric mill and the garmenting as well. So one of our biggest asset, or one of our biggest strength, I will say, as a Bangladeshi, is we try to satisfy, or we try to fulfill the demand of the customer. So the traceability mindset start coming from because of that. So because we try to fulfill the customer need, we try to fulfill the customer demands, from there it started. So I will say Bangladesh is one of the biggest country today in terms of traceable fiber, in terms of traceable yarn, and all these material, including dye stuff, and you talk about anything, starting from the raw material to dye stuff to finished good. If we talk about traceability, Bangladesh is one of the biggest market today. I will say a lot of other countries who produce denim, if we talk about customer, they have more faith on Bangladesh because we have that mindset and we follow that. So if I start from little beginning, I started my one of the traceable fiber story I want to share today as an opportunity. We started working with few areas in India where we have, we do farming. Suppose this is Bosundhara area, we have 100 acres of land. So from those land, whatever the cotton is producing, we try to take this cotton from that land, from the farmer. We give it to the ginner, and from the ginner, we try to collect all this fiber to our spinning mill, and we produce the yarn, we produce the garment. So this is how we work almost 12 to 15 years before. So Bangladesh, for traceable fiber to traceable yarn and the finished goods, is not something new. Bangladesh is very pioneer on that, and I will say in coming future, Bangladesh will be the biggest market for traceable material. Not only traceability, if we talk about innovation, you communicate, today Bluesign is here. I can see a lot of, best chemical companies are sitting in here. So I will say, anyone and everyone who is coming up with a new technology or new fiber or new innovation, Bangladesh is their biggest market. Bangladesh is one of their first market. And as I say, we work for pineapple lips. We produce fiber from pineapple lips and we made it to the yarn and the fabric and the garment. So Bangladesh is the market, we are doing that. We have done a lot of exercise, and I will still push or request my colleagues and my friends and my brother to again work to use our jute fiber. So jute is one of our biggest component which is available in Bangladesh. If we can use that in our denim fabric, so traceability will be go down. So jute will be from Bangladesh. We will take little bit of cotton from outside and we'll make the finished garment. So Bangladesh is one of the biggest markets. So what I will request to my team, to my friends and everyone here, take this thing to the next level. Whatever is today, whatever we are doing today, I will request everyone to take it to the next level. How we will do it? Until and unless you come, You discuss, you meet different people, you meet different organization, we will not find out the solution. So as I said, traceability is in our gene and in our culture, in our mindset. So that's why we are so good. Thank you.
Thank you, Suhail bhai. Thank you for fantastic answer on it. You were the best one to answer for this question. Thank you very much. Rakib bhai, different topic question to you, which is not completely relevant to this event, but maybe it's a new era or new way of seeing things. How do you think this 3D design, that before going to have a physical design in our hand, like normally we make a sample, we send it to the customer, they like it, they not like it. But nowadays we can see that first we want to have a digital look out of it. How do you think this 3D design can be implemented more, or it will bring more result, or it will be a problem in future? How do you think this 3D design before going to physical sample?
Thank you. 3D design. 3D designs are truly amazing. Already in the industry, like retailers are working a lot on 3D sampling in their prototype, making sure on the fitting, at the same time making the collection design. I mean, how the store will like. 3D has already been quite big of use. Also, I have seen from manufacturing, our manufacturers are getting expertise on making 3D sample. So I would say like 3D is already there and it will shape up the future even more. In terms of retail, what we see, like earlier when designers were thinking of a product, they were coming up with multiple options. 4 or 5 options could be there, and they are asking sample to a manufacturer. But now this prototyping is been there on 3D, and more precision of decision is there. So that is costing, that is reducing the cost, that is reducing the time of decision making. Co-creation, particularly for denim, is there through this 3D software, where manufacturers are practicing this 3D design. They are taking a fabric, washing it in different shades, designing or giving the dry process template. 3D software is blending it and making prototype design, where brands and manufacturer designer can work together, create prototype that has a high hit rate. Fitting from 3D is really good. 3D can analyze the fit aspects, and many brands are like omitting the fit sample, kind of like size sample, going directly to 3D. So on a total level, 3D is a sustainable approach. It is reducing time, enabling taking faster decision, and at the same time, it is reducing waste. We are able to utilize our resources in a better way.
Thank you, Rakib bhai. Thank you. Marco, I have a quick question to you. It's a very relevant question. How do you think Blue Sign can help Bangladesh traceability or product development to rest of the world having better product? How do you think it is relevant? A quick question.
I think Blue Sign can help Bangladesh to offer better products to the market, in the sense that we don't produce, we don't create products, but we can help the manufacturers to have a better connection with the brands. Because Blue Sign is a system that, based on something that we call input stream management, control the input in the supply chain starting from the chemical companies. Most of you may know Blue Sign because of good chemicals sold in the market, used by many manufacturers here, the Blue Sign approved chemicals. But Blue Sign is not only that. Blue Sign, with the input stream management, so the control of the input and the control of the process in the factories, can help the chemical suppliers to supply good chemicals to the manufacturers. Then we work also with the manufacturers. The manufacturers can use good chemicals, processes assessed by Blue Sign, and they can offer good products to the brands. These products are not just good in terms of using good chemicals, because in the approach of Blue Sign, under the same umbrella, we take care also about the health and safety of the workers and the health and safety of the environment. So we want to have a product that is produced in a safe place, using better the resources, good for the environment, and also compliance. I'm from Europe, so I'm very connected with that, with the new European regulation that is upcoming, including the digital product passport. Because what will be important in the digital product passport? The data. Bluesign is collecting the data, helping the factories to improve their data. For data, I mean water consumption, CO2 emission, recyclable content, recyclability, durability. All these metrics will be included in the digital product passport. And so Bluesign, together with the SGS, that you know is very specialized in testing, certifications, and so on, we can offer a complete package under the same umbrella to the brands. So the brands in Europe can buy a product that will be fully traceable, starting from the chemical company, well done in a product, in a place that is safe, a factory that is safe, safe for the environment, and safe also for the final consumers. So it's a combination of the approach of Bluesign, helping, assessing the factories and helping the factories to improve themselves, plus SGS, certifying and verifying all the data that we will collect. So just to make an example of a denim product, we start from the chemical companies, which are the two major players in the denim industry in terms of wet processes, denim mills plus laundries. So we assess the denim mills, we check their chemical inventory list, we help them in the chemical change management, we assess the health and safety of the people, health and safety for the environment. Then we do the same with the laundry that can use Bluesign approved chemicals. So there will be the mill, the laundry. In the middle there is of course the garment manufacturer, that is also super important, less for the chemical but of course for the health and safety of the people. And then a complete certified product, starting from the chemical company up to the final garment, washed and packed and so on, will be delivered to the brands. And so in that way there is the baseline for the digital product passport that is upcoming. Bluesign is not just working on traceability, because for the digital product passport it will be necessary to have the verified data, first of all, and the carrier. Carrier can be a QR code, an RFID, so many options, and Bluesign is creating alliance with some platform to be also aligned with them. Because some brands, they have their own platform. Some manufacturers, they prefer to use some platform, but for Bluesign is important to be aligned with all this system, offering verified data, because without verified data, the digital product passport cannot be valid.
Thank you, Marco. Thank you. Thank you for the elaborated answer of it. So I think everybody got the point of the relevance. I will come back to Sohail Bhai. Sohail Bhai, I have a trick question to you. This seminar, this panel discussion chapter is about traceability and product development, sustainability, or tracking the whole scenario. If you have a question, what question you will ask, and we want to have answer from you.
Question, if somebody want to ask me, like, I love food. If somebody asks me about food, I will happy. No, I'm just kidding. Basically, I know we have limited time. We can talk about a lot, but I want to say something. If someone asks me, what is my future, what I want to do in denim? So, actually, I'm not sure what I want to do. So, I will request all the denim lover here. I know a lot of people, I can see a lot of face here, those who are really passionate, and some of them are really denim geek. I don't want to mention the name because they are really denim geek. So what I will say everyone is try to work something crazy. Don't follow anyone. So try to do something really crazy. if we need to produce the denim without any any cotton, find out something. If we want to do something without any water, let's do that. Let's produce a denim, and let's produce a denim without using any water. So let's do that. So what I will request, if I want to make a pair of jeans without most sustainable possible, most green possible, and something crazy, something really new and out of the box. So what I will request here, again I'm saying I see a lot of face, those who are denim geek, let's do something really crazy. We want to make denim which is not $5, which is not even $10, $12. We want to make something which is people are buying today at $15, $18, $20 from Turkey, from Portugal, from different European country. Why we cannot do it? We are one of the biggest denim manufacturing today. So I don't know the solution. Let's work everybody together. Here I can see a lot of even accessory supplier also here. I can see chemical company. As I say, I have denim mill here. So let's work together. Let's find out a way how we can make a best denim which is unique for the country, unique for the world. So that's the answer, which answer I don't have, but let's do that together. Thank you.
We got the question, we got the answer also. So, bhai, the question is how can we become very good, and the answer is become crazy. Now, before going to the question answer session, I have another simple question to Raki bhai. Before asking you the question, I know you know it, but you are a very modest person. You don't want to highlight that part. But most of the younger boys or the younger generation, they follow you. They know you are one of the best strategists, sourcing specialist of our country. So they all want to become you. So what kind of a message or what kind of a path you would suggest to the younger generation or the upcoming executives who want to become you? What kind of a suggestion do you have for them?
Thank you so much for the question, Arif bhai. I don't know if others follow me, but I can tell like something for the new generation I think is really important that I feel. My friends or my colleagues who come for coaching, who come for mentoring to me, the advice normally I give to them, first thing is like having patience. These days, having patience is very, very rare, I would say. Like on our profession, we really need to have patience. We need to have a never give up mindset. We need to really think crazy and really want to do something different. As Sohail bhai said, we all are contributor, we all are leader from our area. We can contribute a lot. We have a lot of scope. This generation is, I see this generation is global citizen. Don't think like this, really think wide, dream big, and really promise yourself not to give up. And always compete with yourself so you can be a better version of yourself. Thank you.
Sorry, I just want to add one thing with Rakib bhai. Sorry, this is not my question, but I want to say, a lot of people here are doing great job. Whatever good job we are doing, we should do the marketing. A lot of people are doing great job here. As I say, I see a lot of faces. They are doing excellent job, but we are not doing the marketing. We are doing it in our factory. We are doing it in our laundry. We are doing it in our different places. But we are not doing the marketing the way our the Europeans are doing today. If I say I know I have a Turkish friend here, they are doing very excellent. Whatever they are producing, they are doing the right way, the marketing. So what I will request to everybody sitting here, the good practice, the good innovation, the good product, please do the marketing as much as possible. Thank you.
Thank you, Solveig. Thank you very much. I had so many questions to all of you. Unfortunately, time is a game. So we are already actually down to 10 minutes. So I will not go with my questions anymore. I will invite the audience to ask questions if you have any. Please raise your hand. Allow me to go to Mustafi sir first. I want to have a question from him if he have any question for us. Sir don't want to ask a question. Sure, bhai. Yeah.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. Good afternoon. First of all, I would like to thank Mr. Mustafiz and the entire team of Bangladesh Apparel Exchange. Behind a successful show, there's a lot of hard work. So we really appreciate for your hard work and your branding Bangladesh. That is amazing, and keep doing the excellence. Coming to my question, based on the global economy and global sourcing landscaping is keep revolving, you all know. Now we are also passing very different time in terms of geopolitical scenario. So my question and expecting from the panel to let us know, everyone, to also guide us what should be the focus point to lift up Bangladesh apparel industry, and what should we focus more to make Bangladesh as most wanted sourcing destination, and we want to be number one in the world. That is our aspiration, and we all of your guidance. We all need your guidance. Thank you very much.
So I will take this question to Sohail bhai, and I will sort the question for you a little bit. How we can overcome the geopolitics and become better supplier for rest of the world?
Personally, I'm very optimistic. So whatever the geopolitics difficulties we see today, like Ukraine or Pakistan, India, or wherever it is, but I see as a Bangladeshi, I see huge opportunity for us. So whatever tariff US government put to all over the world, we have the biggest young generation. We have the huge talent in here and without this pavilion as well. So what I will say, Bangladesh will be the beneficiary end of the day. So whatever tariff will be implemented to China, to Pakistan, to India, to Vietnam, I will say we will be the biggest beneficiary because we have good product. We have huge, great manufacturing unit in Bangladesh. So we should capitalize that. So what I will say, please come out, do marketing as good as possible. Whatever best product you are doing, uplift that. Don't fight each other. We should not fight for the cheapest product in the market. We should not fight for the cheapest big quantity in the market. If we come out from that mindset, nobody can stop us from the growth. Nobody can stop us from the growth. All these geopolitics and all these war or whatever is happening in the world will be impacted everywhere, but Bangladesh will be end of the day beneficiary. This is what my belief is. Thank you.
Thank you, Solveig. Thank you. Exactly same point. Yesterday, actually, Rakib bhai was mentioning that geopolitics or tariffs and those things, we are soldiers. We should not talk about it. Let it be discussed with our generals like Mr. Mustafiz and his fellow colleagues. They can discuss it and they can solve it. We are soldiers. They will tell us shoot, we will shoot. So we know how to work good. We will keep on doing good work. Anyone else having question? Thank you all. We are ending the session today. And thank you very much for being fantastic audience. Thank you. Thank you for coming.